Hey, I just sold this $6 million man online today, and I was trying to figure out some of the things that I remember about this toy and about the show itself. But first I gotta pack up some of the other things that I sold today too. Items like this educational computer from the 1950s. What you would do is you would move one of the buttons up to see what the word that's associated with the picture is. And then I also sold this old book, The Lennon Sisters, The Secret of the Holiday Island. The Lennon Sisters were actually a singing group. They actually sang on the Lawrence Welk show. Lawrence Welk is actually the person who discovered them. For some reason, they decided to make Nancy Drew type stories for this singing group. And something would happen and they would kind of deal with it. And this book was actually released in 1960. And then I've actually got two items from the 90s that sold, one being a Richard Scarry illustrated children's book, and another one is this Hello Kitty doll. So the $6 Million Man was a television show, but it was also known as the Bionic Man. But technically it was a cyborg. And the whole thing technically was a show kind of for adults, but in the concept, it really appealed to kids. So they started making toys out of it. Now here's what I found out about the $6 Million Man in the show itself. If the $6 Million Man was made in the 70s, how much would that be worth today? I'm gonna say Bionic Man from now on because it's easier to say than $6 Million Man over and over again. So the Bionic Man would be roughly $28 billion today. And truthfully, movies cost more than actually turning a human into a bionic cyborg man. What year did the Bionic Man toy come out? The Bionic Man toy line began in 1975 with the release of the Steve Austin figure. Most doll-style action figures from this era usually range between 8 and 12 inches in height. This is a very tall toy. Steve was a whopping 13 inches tall. Oh, I should have kept reading. This is 13 inches. And who made the Bionic Man doll? Kenner. The Steve Austin doll was the basic component of the whole line of $6 Million themed toys from Kenner. So there were other things that were involved, like there was a transport, which was technically a space station or shuttle or something that they could fly in space in, but it was also something that was used to repair and replenish the powers of this cyborg Bionic Man. So it was kind of twofold. It had a bunch of hoses and stuff.
We'll put him in the Bionic repair station. We can rebuild him. We'll replace the modules in the Bionic arm. No injury here. We'll have to check his eye. Bionic eye, A-OK. $6 Million Man, ready for action.
New Bionic transport and repair station sold separately. The $6 Million Man, new from Kenner.
He also had a bionic eye, which was the thing that, for some reason, we all freaked out about. It was really just a hole in the back of the head to look through the eye, to be able to see. On the TV show, it would like zoom in and it would have like a target and stuff. But here you just would look through its head and see out the other side, and this was amazing to us. And he also had a bionic right arm. And this toy here, it has a lever in the back that's supposed to make it go up and down, but it's not attached anymore. And it also has a little section on the arm where you were supposed to be able to see like transistors and things that powered the arm. Kind of like Luke Skywalker in Star Wars when they had to replace his hand. And the skin would roll up over it. You'd be able to pull back the skin, roll it up like a sleeve, and then roll it back down over that little piece of transistor. How fast could the Bionic Man run? It says here that he could run 60 miles per hour. His right arm and both his legs and his left eye are replaced with bionic implants that enhance his strength, speed, and vision far above human norms. He can run at speeds of over 60 miles per hour. His eye has a zoom lens and infrared capabilities, while his bionic limbs all have the equivalent power of a bulldozer, even though he only has one right bionic arm. They say his arms have that equivalent of a bulldozer. I've been saying that the Bionic Man is a cyborg. Is the Bionic Man a cyborg? The $6 Million Man is an American television series about a cyborg. That is the description. So it is technically a cyborg. I never thought about it. It was always the $6 Million Man or the Bionic Man. But was it a cyborg? But now that I've learned more about science fiction and stuff, yeah, it's a cyborg. Now here's another thing I didn't really know. that the $6 Million Man television show was based on a novel called Cyborg by Martin Caidin. It was initially aired on the ABC network for 5 seasons between 1974 to 1978. Is that only 2 seasons? I think it was only on for 2 seasons. I feel like it was on much longer. But it actually had 3 television pilot movies, like television movies, in 1973. 3 of them. I didn't know that. I find that surprising. Like those are things that would be on for like 2 hours with commercial breaks. So technically, I would call that another season in the beginning. I don't know. That's just me. So anyway, I sold this Bionic Man toy, and I'm sending that out today, but I just wanted to find out a little bit about it before I did. And those are some of the things that I sold today.